2 months.
2 months. I mean, that's pretty awesome that he isn't actually paying much.
For real.
But if I tried that, I'd get caught.
Oh hell yeah. Day two is like, weren't you here yesterday?
Alright.
I was checking on my stuff.
What stuff?
Yeah, but I didn't see you. I didn't see you leave.
Well,
Oh,
I
I
left.
left.
I
Now I'm
left.
back.
I left at night. You didn't see me because I'm black. I was like,
Okay,
whoa.
this is a different guy. But this guy has his PC, but I mean it's pretty comfortable.
Hmm.
The thing is, like, yeah, it's like you don't need that much, to live.
Yeah, by yourself at least.
It's just that, right? It's just that people freaking charge exuberant amounts when they know, oh, you're living here, okay.
Yep.
It's like, oh, if you're literally almost the same structure, or you're just storing your belongings. All right, $100 a month. Oh, you're living here, $800 a month. It's like,
It's like, yeah, it's like you need this, so you are going to pay. It's like really and truly down here. I don't understand why rent has to be so high in some of these places.
yeah, just because they can.
Some of them aren't even that nice.
No.
I
But
can
because they
see
can, and
exactly.
other people are doing it, and people are paying it.
Well, the
It's
funny
like,
thing
because
is
there's
like
no solidarity.
so it's
Yeah.
like someone's charging you 2,500 a month. It's like, why is it so much? So it's for the view, but I live downstairs behind the wall. What view do I get?
For real. There's no
Oh,
view to be seen.
you're in the area. You're in the area of the beach, so pay for that. Oh God.
It's basically just, I'm charging that, and everyone else is charging that.
Yep.
So,
No, I don't need all that money, but yeah, I mean, everyone else is paying it.
If anybody
Why
finds out
can't
you're
you?
here, that's when you start running into trouble. So, first of all, I needed power for my unit. So what I did is I
So
ran
you
an
posted that
extension
on
cord
YouTube?
along the power cable up here, and I sort of zip tied it up. So you can't really tell it's power is going to my unit unless you are looking closely. So this is my unit here, and at the top of the unit you can see I have a cell signal inside the unit itself, because once you close the door, it drops all signal.
Hey.
I have a lock, which I magnetized onto the door, so it looks like it's locked, even when it's not. And then when I actually do want to lock it, I can just use this lock or use another one down here and leave that one there. Alright, so let's take a look at the unit now.
dang.
So you're not afraid
That's a
anyone
tasty setup.
would look for him after that?
Entertainment
It looks
center
good, huh?
set up there.
Yeah.
I've got my bed. I've got my kitchen area over there, complete with a fridge, and my couch over here. Once you're inside here, you can close the door. And I've screwed on a latch here, so that way you can close it and sort of lock it from the inside. I've also put a mirror up, so you can see what you're doing. Up here, I've got a toaster oven, and this toaster oven actually works pretty well. I'd say it works just as well as a conventional oven.
Yeah, actually, the toast ovens do work quite well.
I've got some
Oh,
dishes
finally I got
over
a match.
here.
Goodness gracious, that took forever.
Got some more pots and pans
Yeah,
over
he's straight
here.
up
My
organized.
fridge is right here.
Yeah, I mean his
Underneath, I've got a filing cabinet, some tools,
looks like he's got to be
and some
organized
storage
for
for
They
some
got the
other stuff
hot
I have.
plate. Straight.
Up on
Yep.
this part of the kitchen, I have cutting board, so I can make some lunch or dinner there. I have a hot plate for boiling water, cereal. Up here is
Match is in progress.
up here is the Tupperware, and then over here I've got food cupboard, all my food.
Oh my god.
The sink I built.
No.
The sink is basically like a 25-liter container filled with water, and I've attached these tubes here. So you just open it up, then the water comes down this tube and out there. So you've got running water. You can do dishes, get a drink, whatever, and then the water filters into this bucket, which goes down into these holes here, which goes into a funnel, which leads into a separate container here. And I usually find I have to empty a container and refill that one, usually once a week, maybe twice. So over here above the bed, I built a bar, and this is just to hold all my liquor and drinks and everything. But I've also got stuff at the back there behind the bed. So what I've done is I built this little...
He's sure he was only there for 2 months? Because that was a lot of work to go through for 2 months. I mean, granted.
And then the hinge drops down.
I think he took maybe he took 2 months to build it.
While you go and get whatever you need to.
But he's posting videos in a new apartment.
Here I built a...
Well, yeah, well, you obviously couldn't do nothing until he was out of there, because otherwise he'd blow his own cover.
Like the clothes there, except I've included this little latch here on this string, so...
Nope.
Push the clothing further to the wall,
Yeah,
giving you more space.
it would have been stupid for him
Up here I built
to
some
upload
shelving
that now.
for some
Yeah, well, he's still there.
that I'm storing in here that I don't really use too
Yeah,
much.
'cause you're gonna get
I got my
evicted
snowboard hanging from the ceiling there. And
For real, for real.
stuff I built in here is all built basically hanging from the ceiling.
It's not bad,
The
though.
way I did that is I just got 2x4s, really long 2x4s, I put them all the way across the unit, and then I used L brackets to build shelving down from that. So the lights,
The only thing is, like, he's, like, straight up modified and, like, damaged their property. They could shoot him.
so you can just turn them on and off with
Like, he, like, screwed in lashes, like, attached to wood and all kind of stuff.
switch here. And of course
Well,
I
they
do
don't know
have
about
my
it,
brother
they
there
don't know.
broadcasting my network, which
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, basically when he does leave and the next person comes in, or they,
it's a 4K TV,
they're gonna,
and
they're gonna go,
4K
wait a
TV?
minute.
He got a 4K TV?
I know, that's ridiculous.
user do anything like that. So up here, I've got
Can you
this is
imagine
my
you hear
lens
like
surround speaker.
explosions and
So the thing
stuff from
about
like
speakers
the inside of the
is
storage unit
to
while
hear
you're there
properly,
moving?
Nah, I want, did he?
over here, the
Headphones,
center,
man,
and then to the right. But since this is the doorway, I sort of built this
Why does he
on
have
a
speakers
sliding
set up?
system. So it just slides over.
Because, like, then someone's gonna hear you.
Now it's in the correct spot, so...
Like, all your stuff should be, like, headphones, you know,
And
whatever.
of course, I've
Everything
got
should be
back
silent.
speakers back.
I know.
The silent night for me.
That's what I'm gonna be
Extra
singing
storage, if you look
in a
up,
month.
Oh, yeah. So,
Sounds like
TV stored up there, just some pieces
Can't
of
play no
wood
video
to...
game.
man, this fool's got an Xbox. What an idiot.
Got my nunchucks up
Oh
here,
yeah, did you see the
and all my shoes.
internet box
Great
with
place to build a shoe
mobile
rack.
game? It looks like an Xbox.
For storing my coat.
Yeah, it does. I don't know. Just proves I don't like him.
I have
They actually got one before. I saw it and I was like, this thing is an Xbox.
Oh, cool. So you guys got good internet now.
Finally.
particularly use in
Oh,
this
come
unit.
on, dude.
Once I move out, I would use, so I'm keeping that. And as you can see, everything is sort
I
of
got him. I got him.
placed in an area where I know how to get
Get
to
out.
it. And it's quite convenient living here, actually.
Ah, I got two people.
You have a paper towel holder, like I have all the amenities you'd find in an apartment, just in a very tiny
Wait, anyone
space.
watching?
And
Anyone
I built
in this stream?
everything, so
Yeah, I am.
I can access anything, and I don't have to wait.
Still win. Let's do this.
And the only
Yeah.
really smart guy to do all that. Think about like, man, I need to get on my feet real quick.
So, yeah. But seriously, the whole speakers thing just throws it off.
Yeah,
It kind of does. I mean, I doubt.
Like you can't have like it's a storage unit. There's supposed to be literally no sound, nothing's supposed to be going on in there. So if anyone happens to be there and hear something,
yeah,
that's it. Like,
he has stuff
A
blowing
security
up.
guard, anything. The security
or
guard
just
patrols.
someone else somebody else who's like in there, you know, they're moving in at like midnight, and you think no one's there, and they're like, why the hell am I hearing like Happy Days playing from down the hall? And you know, and then everything needs to be, you know, headphones or whatever, so no one hears nothing. But
Yeah.
other
you
than
put your
that, it's a
headphones
great
on.
setup.
If you're watching like a movie and you got your 4K TV and you put on your PS4 platinum headset on or something like that, you know,
Yeah, you're good to go. Yeah, but don't have no
Good to go.
speakers set up. That's crazy.
yeah, it is. Unless he's in a storage room that's like outside and there's concrete. But
No, I mean,
it's not that. It's all
There
inside.
could be anyone next door. There could be anyone in the storage. You're going in and out of their storage unit next to you. And they're like, what the hell? They're like, why is the walls always warm here? And why am I hearing like, you know, freaking the theme song to SpongeBob? Like,
For real.
it's like, what's going on? And I'm smelling Tombstone pizza like somebody's baking. Don't be an idiot.
I'm smelling. Man, is that a hungry man? I'm smelling a hungry
For real?
man cooking.
Man, I'm hungry. I want to damn.
Call the police.
For real, SWAT him. Like I think there's a terrorist in this you know, area. Like, what the hell? Boom! They're coming, kick down, knock down the 4K TV,
Yeah, I know, right?
put a gun in his
Kick
nose.
down, kick the freaking the door down, and then break the TV because the door's like right near the TV. Oh my god! Well, yeah, that's funny because it's like he's living in a $5 a month apartment or something like that, and then it's like he has a 4K.
Yeah, it's like that's wrong. It's like
Well, he
I
can
mean,
afford
okay, I guess he had it, but it's like, is that what you want to be spending your money on?
I know.
You know, it's like, oh man,
Well,
But
maybe
I mean,
that's what
clearly,
happened.
the idea should be to save up to get a real apartment at some point. You can't continue to live out of there for any long period of time. You're gonna get caught.
Yeah.
At some point, someone's gonna realize something's going on. Somebody's gonna be like, why does this guy keep going and coming and doesn't disappear? You know, it's like,
And why is our energy bill all of a sudden spiking?
exactly. It's like, why the heck? It's like in May, our energy bill was one thing, and then after, like from July on, our electricity bill was like $400 more. It's like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand what's going on. It's like someone would have started investigating.
Yeah.
But I mean, he went through a lot of work for 2 months, like building those shelves and stuff.
Yeah.
And like, and how did no one hear you like screwing that into, you know, like the construction
real stuff.
but
Or you can live in a net cafe for basically what, like the one-time payment every month or something like that.
yeah, but then you can't have your stuff. You know, you can't have your 4K TV. Like,
No.
you can't have your 4K TV in a net cafe. You know. Although you have easier access to the bathroom.
Easy access.
Dang, hold on a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Hey, like eating something again. Don't know what.
Oh, you're searching for a match. I had that game. I haven't downloaded it. I mean, I deleted it. I haven't just downloaded the game.
What was that? Titanfall?
Titanfall 2.
Yeah, I always just reinstall it ever so often to play. And I don't feel like playing anything too story heavy. need a new controller because this one is beginning to... Oh, that's what that does. Okay. I do not want this thing.
That's good. That's a weird gun.
It's like a grenade launcher thing. Ah, crap. Oh, goodness.
Dang, the guy got shotgunned down.
It's such a frantic game. Ah, crap, I can't see. Who's shooting me? I died. Oh no, they have snipers up in the tower again. People will climb up in the top tower and then kind of just shoot people from up there. Kind of like cheating,
Yeah, I see it.
basically.
Mm.
So I like to be the anti-sniper guy because I always just push those guys up.
He's a sniper killer. And usually they're stationary up there, so
Yeah, more or less once they don't suspect it.
there you go. They'll stop for a few minutes.
Crazy enough. To live in a place.
Got him. Take that, dude.
Definitely exciting.
Yeah, this killing campers basically. Stop moving. Campers. Oh crap, I knew he was behind me. Oh.
They do that in freaking Battlefront too.
It's like I could hear
Let's
him
get him.
coming, but it's like I couldn't move in time.
You come a jumper, a rocket trooper or whatever, and hide up on a spot.
I love the grappling hook though. That was like the best addition they could make in this game.
Very Call of Duty, but
It's better than Call of Duty.
no, considering they made this is the team that originally made Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, you know,
Yeah, again.
you'll give them a bly.
Damn, so there's people like poor
Oh crap!
poor Americans who are in Japan who have no money. They're like making food for themselves out of like protein powder and like, Japanese junk food. Like some guy was having like some tofu soup with hot mango juice that he boiled and then he poured over tofu and made a soup, and that was dinner.
Damn.
Alright. Trump's Mean Tweets is the name of this guy.
Oh. See, over here we would just have like dal and rice.
Alright.
What's that?
Dal and rice is like split peas seasoning. So,
Oh, like rice and peas.
Well, not rice and peas.
No, not peas.
Split peas, like a curried split pea kind of thing, over rice.
Yeah,
Oh,
it tastes
so like
awesome.
curry,
It does.
or rice.
Had that. Went over to some friends the other yesterday. I had that for lunch. It was like it's just basically like rice with like some split pea stuff, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm in.
No meat. Well, they had vegetables. They had with bhaji, but I wasn't having that. But it's like, yeah, like that, or if you're upper level, you can get corned beef in there.
Oh.
But yeah, it's like, dang. Like, freaking Cowboy Bebop. Bell peppers and beef with no beef.
Sucks. What's cheaper though, chicken or beef?
Cheaper here?
Yeah.
Chicken. I don't buy beef that often.
Ground beef is like $20 for like a pound.
How much is that in American dollars?
About 3, less than 3. Well, actually, it might be. The bag you get it in is like it's big. It's bigger than it's more than a pound. So it might be. That might be the beef ground beef might be cheaper. Cause like I get it, and if I cook one of those full things, it'll like fill up the pot, and that will last 2 days. Normally, it don't last. So like if you buy the ground beef in the white, the USDA one that's in the styrofoam thing, that is like it's like 2 of those.
Someone said something in the chat that I can't see.
Speaking about stuff like that, my in-laws, remember how they were saying that they were third world country, all this stuff like that, and all that crap, right? And I was just like, I was upset when they wanted to buy the house, and they didn't buy the house because of that, because they thought that we were going, and we didn't want to suffer, and whatever. Deal done, right? A month ago, there was a brother and sister that actually asked them if they could stay at their house for a month. So they come from the Philippines, and they're Americans who were living in the Philippines for 10 years. They just came here just to make a little bit more money and go back. So they asked my in-laws, hey, can we stay? So in the course of them staying over the house, they've completely kind of rethought their opinion on third world countries, because next month my in-laws are going to visit them in the Philippines.
The hell?
Yeah. So it's kind of like, well, you know, you're in a sense, it's like, you know, you have this opinion here. Let me show you someone else that actually had experience. You know what I mean? And man, it's just like change their minds over. But it didn't have to be me. It didn't have to be anybody else. It was some weird random stranger.
Yeah, some random people from wherever. Oh yeah, we'll believe them.
Exactly. And so they say the Philippines, actually, their apartment that they rent in the Philippines is like $100 a month US.
Ah, crap! He's back up there again.
They go out and eat lobster, steak, drink beer, and their tab comes back like $10. Sometimes it comes back like $15. Sometimes it will come back like $9. It's like they don't really care about that, and then they protect tourists like if they're gods, because their tourism is what that country's all about. And it's kind of like an eye opener for them, I guess. So I'm glad that they're going.
Yeah, that's cool. We got people from the Philippines here. A brother in our hall.
Oh, come on.
So that's like, dang. I mean, I've never been, obviously, but it's too far away to go.
Yeah.
Like that. Because a plane ticket to the Philippines, at least from here, is not cheap.
Yeah. No, it's not cheap from here either.
It's like, I think something like 24,000 TT to go. So that's like, divided by 6, it's still like 3,000 US or something like that.
Yeah.
Pilot, your Titan is standing by. Call it when ready.
Go.
Copy that. Stand by for Titanfall.
Come on, Titan, come on. Whew. That was close.
So, yeah. So, I was like, so what are you guys gonna do? You give me a move there? They want to move. Open that J and
Thank you, Titan.
that would actually.
It would be cool, man. Even if not Tobago, Trinidad. Because Trinidad's the more American-like.
I would love to live in space.
Taking down 2 Titans so far.
Anywhere, anywhere where the money's gonna stretch out now.
Yeah, it ain't bad. And there are problems that y'all get. My cousin, he was telling me stuff. She was in Tennessee. Dang, like I remember when I used to be an issue. I don't care now, whatever.
Oh yeah, there's a cemetery here in, I think it's like down the road or something like that, where they just knocked the segregation wall down. They just knocked it down.
So what, the white people couldn't be buried with the black people?
Exactly.
What the Final Fantasy 15?
Only now down?
Yep. They just knocked it down now.
Dang.
Yeah. Yeah. They just knocked it down. So now you know. They'll never come to Georgia.
Well, I knew from before, but, but when you move there, I'm like, you're going to Georgia? And you're like, yeah, man. I'm like, okay. Wow, damn, he's going to behind God's back. You're like, just
welcome to Dark Souls.
For real, basically, welcome to Dark Souls.
No, it's like, the thing is, like, the Black Brothers here are just, they are a clique. It's like they're just so together because of the racism that's all around. So I can't blame them now, Like, I felt it firsthand. I felt the racism firsthand, and I'm brown.
Even black.
And that's why all the black people, all the Mexican people, all the Chinese people, all those people, they stick together. They create tribes, like in freaking Horizon.
For real? the Karja and the Fanuc.
Yeah.
And the Oseram, these jokers showing up.
Oh, I'm actually on top of the list.
The white people. The Fanuc are the Chinese people.
For real.
The
Karja are the Spanish, yeah. Look. Look at that.
Right, well, yeah, the Karja are the Spanish, and then the, shoot, what aliens tried? The Nora are the black people. They got one white girl.
They got the savages. The savages. like, damn.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, that's how it's like over here, man. It's like black people just get together, and it's
out of the way.
It's hard, man, because it's hard to be friends with a black person, man. It's like you can't. You're denied. They just deny you into their circle of friends. It's not easy.
Oh, that is.
You gotta break through.
That was a good way to end it off.
Yeah, that's what I think. You gotta, you gotta break through some seriously entrenched boundaries. Like if it's a black brother who was born and raised in Georgia and has a family, a lineage here, you gotta, and it's like 80% are. There's some serious boundaries that cannot be crossed if you are not one. It's like, and in Miami it's so different because Miami is like a flow chart. It's like come and go, come and go.
A flow chart.
Yeah, the flow chart's super easy to track. It's just like all the way up, all the way down.
Oh, it seems that Michigan is kind of like that too.
Michigan?
Yeah. I only know because I was dating a white chick from there, and like 2 black sisters from the States came, and they were like, so are her parents okay with the fact that you're black? And I'm like, well,
damn.
I thought they were.
Well, Michigan is
like, I guess they aren't now.
Dang.
Explain some things.
Get out.
Yeah, get out,
Exactly.
basically. So you got out in time, like.
I know.
So
but Miami was like, yeah, like Miami is like everybody can be friends with anybody. It's like,
yeah.
As long as you're down with a solid code, where it's like you're cool. Yeah. As long as you're down with being like not telling on people when they're smoking weed,
For real, it's cool.
It doesn't matter what color you are, but man. But it's in Athens. Oh my God, it was hard, man.
Dang.
It was hard. It was just like no except. I mean, you know, the Mexican people stay together they stay together too.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them are like illegal immigrants, so they only know they know each other.
That's actually like
So it's
Japan.
like-
They actually have a lot of Japanese who don't necessarily appreciate black people.
Nope.
Yeah.
Because we're spoiling the gene pool with our
For real.
with our big butts and like brown skin and big lips.
Making all the Japanese chicks big.
Big butts. We don't want these big. I just picture like a board meeting with like weird Japanese.
Yeah, for real.
And
Just,
it's
yeah,
Coco Chinjanai.
for real. Dang.
Coco Chino baka desu.
No, Mr. Popo.
But that's the crew. That's the company name.
The no,
Mr.
yeah, the no
Popo.
popo crew. Like, dang, we don't want
And I
these
bet they get
jokers.
away with it too.
Hell yeah.
Oh,
But it's crazy. But yeah, we don't want your big lips and your wavy hair
and you're
and your big butts and your brown skin and like
and
just
only big
screwing up
lips.
screwing up our genetics.
What mankind has like reduced itself to fighting for. Like, we don't want big butts.
Yeah, they don't want no big butts.
No, oh man, speaking of like those type of features, man, in Kamen Rider Bill, there is a guy who is so chinky Japanese, like that he is like 3 times worse than anybody else in the entire country. His eyes are so chinky. They're like bulging out of his head. Like, this is like the body rejecting itself. I was like, oh my God. What if they do to themselves with this interbreeding?
For real.
He looks like a fraud. And
You
he's
already
like,
know that if black people were really to go to Japan and stay there, that they wouldn't get any women. Or they get any anyway.
right, imagine a story where it's like, instead of the slaves coming to the U.S., the slaves, like the Japanese were the ones who grabbed slaves and they brought them to Japan.
Goes to Tsushima and you want it like
Yeah. Well, this country would be absolutely nowhere near to where it is now, as far as like.
no, it wouldn't.
No.
But like imagine what like black people would be like if they grew up in the Japanese society. First of all, they'd be all like super uptight. But
Yeah.
imagine like the technological advances, like
Right.
imagine what black people would do to like their radio systems, like their stereo systems, if they were just the basic Japanese, like freaking like Hitachi speakers in your Cadillac. They're like,
No, you can imagine that. You can imagine that, like the situation that happens in the. Remember the situation that happened in the Bronx that the movie Detroit was about,
oh yeah.
where the lights went
Wait. How can the movie Detroit be about something happening in the Bronx?
I'm not sure.
No, but it was
yeah.
similar. It was similar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I know Detroit happened in Detroit, but like it was similar, like situation where the lights all the power went out in the
For
Bronx.
real.
Could you imagine that happening in Tokyo with a bunch of
Dang.
like black people?
Talk about
Like-
Tokyo Ghoul. Like,
Tokyo.
like dang, the black, if they call it the
I got him.
blackout, for real, it would just be over.
That's what it is. Mike was in his apartment window shooting down white people. I got him.
For real. It'd be crazy.
Could you imagine that? Like if it happened
would
like
be
in some
nuts.
ghetto district in Japan where all they pushed all the black people to
Damn.
like, the light, they
It was
power
turning
went
into freaking Attack on Titan. They would just build walls.
Keep
Yeah,
going,
for
real.
people. We're winning this thing.
And then the Titans are the black
Where like, horrible as that would be, as horrible as that would be, like the hybrid black Japanese girls would be.
Oh my god.
Awesome.
Because they already are, if you have seen any. They are the shit.
It would be like, oh my god.
I've seen some Spanish Japanese mixed already. I had two as friends. Like,
Yeah.
so imagine like black and Japanese. It's like
Crazy.
those the aesthetics of a Japanese things with the physical features of a
It's like, yeah, basically, yeah, the skin, the Japanese skin, and the black straight hair, and then features is like, dang. Wow,
Get-
wow,
get
wow,
those
wow,
chicks.
wow.
Everyone will go to Japan. Like every video we have in Japan will be totally different. Like brothers come
first of all,
to Japan.
yeah,
we
yeah.
have sisters.
For real. It's like, imagine what would anime be like if there was that influence there. It would be crazy.
More urban.
It'd be a lot more, what do you call it? Like samurai shampoo and stuff.
Yeah, it would be crazy.
Tighten down.
And be more soul.
Have 640.
Yeah, the soul food would have been different.
Nice work,
Yeah, it
pilot.
would have
Because
For
they
real,
would
it
have
would
never
be-
been in the South.
Souls. It would be soul sushi.
So was sushi. Chicken and waffles, more like chicken and
There would be teriyaki chicken and waffles.
teriyaki chicken and waffles.
I'd probably taste
Squid
better.
and- it would have been like squid and waffles.
It'd be crazy.
Or like if the like let's say like if
Get back here,
Cubans didn't go to Florida in the embargo, and instead of going to Florida, they went to like I don't know, let's just say England or something. I don't know, crazy, something crazy. Or they went somewhere else, or they went to Iceland. Or something
Dang,
like that.
Iceland, man. Sweden just showed up. Like, we found a portal all the way to Sweden, y'all.
Right. My upbringing would have been completely different.
You are dominating.
You know, completely different.
Off of
I would've-
them,
I would've been a
give him this battery,
Completely
man.
different person.
Would have been so different. Yeah, just the whole like nature of the world just be crazy. It's like, you know, would America be the most influential country in the world? Maybe like
Probably
fashion, maybe like Japanese fashion would have taken such a different turn.
Really. Like, Notorious B.I.G. would have been born in Japan.
Dang, that would have been crazy.
Notorious. That's he would have been
For real, rapping in Japan.
Sorebashi, Sabarashi, Kanashi, Darashi, Kanashi. Oh my god. Like Tupac would have been in Japan. Of course, you know, this is hypothetically ignorant.
For real.
Because you're thinking about like not all slaves were, not all black people were just slaves brought over.
Right. And it's like we're like as if like we're transplanting like 1960s, 1970s black people as if like they didn't become that because of everything else. It's like, but imagine Sanford and Son in Japan, like
And they're like, with that little guitar like that.
dang, in Japan. Like,
It would have been an anime.
dang, that would have been crazy for real. Like Godzilla like stomps through one day. It was nuts.
Sayonara Sanfa.
Dang,
It would have been called Sayonara Sanford.
for real.
Ah, jeez.
Insane.
Shaft in Japan, Shaft in Tokyo. Like all the good times, like all the, you know, like all these things, all these like black shows, but in Japan. It's like, what happened?
I know. Good times would have been called Ohio Gozan.
For real. The Jeffersons.
What if like Yeah, what if Hitler wasn't German? Like, I mean, well, you know, he wasn't German, he was Jewish.
He was
What if
Austrian.
Hitler,
He was Austrian.
or Austrian, but what if Hitler didn't rise up in Germany and he rose up in Japan?
Dang.
Or like he was Japanese?
It would have been kind of the same because Japan was allies with them. But yeah, it would have been crazier. It would have been crazier. Because them jokers would have come up with way more technological stuff than I think the Germans did in World War II.
Or what if he rose up in the United States?
That'd have been worse. That'd have been freaking Earth X. You know?
Does everything have to go to like internet?
Oh, it's like, well, it is what it is. My point of reference in life is anime and
It would have been X the animation.
for real.
Graphic concentration.
Pretty ignorant. Welcome to the podcast, by the way.
Welcome, for real. Welcome to Shock Talk. Welcome to
Shock Talk.
Shock Talk.
Shock Talk. Oh my god.
The social cast.
Cast.
Keep going, 6-4. We're winning
Just
this
two
thing.
dudes working like full-time jobs, got like small little closet apartments.
For real. So we come out like, you know, at night when people ain't looking and just go out and like have a drink and talk bull crap. Like,
Your Titan is ready, pilot.
Ooh, I'm not
Standing
there.
by for your call. That's what I call
madness.
streak.
Alternate histories. I'm gonna be absolute
Stand by for Titanfall.
pleased. This is like
Absolutely.
freaking. Yeah, I know. It's like more than the hearts of chaos. For real, Caius Ballard. Not even Caius. Like what would happen to Final Fantasy? There might have been more black characters sooner in Final Fantasy.
So Itagaki would have been
Dang.
a Japanese black man.
For real.
Goku's Gaki.
That could have happened a lot.
Kojima
Oh,
would have
yeah.
been born a black, half Japanese.
Yeah.
And then instead of taking influences from, like,
I bet Mario wouldn't have been
Oh, yeah.
Italian.
Right?
Would have been a black plumber in they would have called him Mario. It'd have been like Marcus.
I'm not basketball.
Like the whole like landscape of Nintendo would have been different.
Well, think about it. Think about this. This might be a more plausible situation. If immigrants who migrated to the U.S. were, they were from England, right? Let's just say,
Thank you.
Sweet, you won.
and let's just say that they didn't accept anyone else but people from England, and it was just all populated with English people. And like strict immigration law from the very beginning. You cannot enter this land because this land belongs to the Queen and England. So the England over there, like real England, and then New England would be, this would probably be called New England or whatever.
But it was.
Right, for a certain time, but
To a certain point, yeah.
to a certain point. But it would have stuck with that name.
Well, it's like, yeah, I guess it depends on how strict their immigration laws was, because like they ended up with, you know, like people from Canada, aside from the Native Americans who were already here, the Scandinavians who landed in Canada and stuff like that, you know, Leif Erikson and all these others, they were all here before the English showed up. So, like, would they have lived in? You know, like, and then like eventually the Irish and Scottish and stuff and also end up coming over. Would they have come in? You know, it would have been some of the other European ethnicities.
And you know, just it would have taken a lot longer to populate, but it would have been just like basically just
Well,
like
I think
England.
But this is the other thing. It's like because they were in the northern part, but all the while, like the Spanish from Spain. For real, all the while bombs detonating for miles. This young boy had his window open for styles. The Spanish from Spain, they came in and got Florida eventually. The French came in and got like Louisiana and those areas down there. The Mexicans and stuff were coming up around Texas and those areas there. So it would have still been a certain clash. At some point, as each one of them started to expand, they would have run into each other.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what would have been... I think it would have pretty much turned out to be the same way. Except whether or not... The only difference would have been whether or not they still brought slaves.
Right.
Because like they would have run into the same other ethnicities. They would have run into the Native Americans. They would have run into the other countries, the Spanish, the French, the Portuguese, all of them who were coming up, claiming land all over the place too. And it just would have been did they fight them or did they welcome them? That would have been the only difference.
Right.
Yeah, of course. If they didn't rebel against England, and it would have continued to be under the rule of England.
Yeah, like if it was overseen by the English, and they would have just colonized and created a new colony and continued on expanding the English, whatever you could call it, the English rule.
Empire. The British Empire.
Right.
Dang, what would have sucked is it would have sucked for the Caribbean Wars.
For real.
We would probably be properly speaking Spanish over here.
Si, senor.
Dang. I would not exist. I would just not exist. My bloodlines would not have crossed to create me, so I would just be not part of that timeline whatsoever.
It's the worst side to be on, crap.
Pilot, make the 6-4 proud.
And then
the worst-
fucking Full Metal Alchemist had showed up somewhere else, as someone else.
The worst side to be in would be a small country that doesn't have any defense.
For real, it's like, damn, we're coming. Stop it, the English showed up on a boat, Jigga, stop me if you can.
Yeah.
Boom. Cannon.
You can't go nowhere. And you can't. It's there's so much land that you feel like you can't go. If you go to Venezuela, I dare you. And it's
Yeah, right. I dare you.
Spain, I guess, is pretty okay. I had a friend who moved to Spain. He's been doing alright, but there's still Argentina, those places, all
that's way.
civil unrest.
What the hell? I'm stuck.
Is there civil unrest in Argentina?
Yeah, there was for a while.
Oh, I think it worked for that one. I mean, Brazil probably, certain parts of Brazil are probably alright.
Should not be out here. Oh, I died.
And then I hear nothing.
One day you might go to Brazil. It'll be the end of it. It's the big debate because if I go there,
will you come back?
What'll happen? It's exactly. You know what'll happen. But if I wait too long, there'll be no point in going.
Yeah, that's true. My father said that when you go, you probably won't pay attention to anything else but the chicks.
Damn.
So be warned.
Watch out. Be warned in Brazil because some may not appear to be
Dang.
Oh,
when they are what they appear to be.
Not playing with the original. They're using some aftermarket parts.
There's some third-party controllers.
Dang, for real. Oh man.
Sitting in the original hardware.
Young and thin and little I guess I'll eat the new regular. Dang.
My father said he went to Venezuela at the convention. They speak in Spanish and they didn't know Spanish, so they couldn't really understand anything. so they were only like turning their heads left and right, looking at every sister that walked by. Like,
Dang.
like damn,
Like, what?
I ain't understand nothing.
It's like, oh my, God. I don't speak your language, but oh. Dang. Horrible, but also accurate.
That's exactly how it is.
Gonna
Not
die.
always a good idea. Not especially a brother and sister. Not always a good idea to marry if they.
Nope,
have a
don't speak the
homosexual.
same language. Nope, nope, nope.
Crap, should have punched him.
Never was.
No, 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 no.
You know, I'll learn. I want to learn.
We learning, Jack.
Yeah, right, bullcrap. It's like, yeah, it's like, you're learning nothing. It's like, it's not gonna work. At least one of you has to speak the other's language completely fluently. Just to have a chance.
You know how many in Athens? I don't know how many black sisters were marrying Mexican brothers who didn't speak a lick of English.
Dang.
And the dude's just like, yeah, he's like totally into her and all that.
What language did they speak? The same language of love or something?
I know, right? Oh,
That language sucks.
Oh God.
yeah. It does suck.
Oh.
Friendly move, pilot. Take it down.
Oh yeah, I know. Like that would not work out at all.
Stand by for takeoff.
The minute
crap.
he's like, but I thought you said to take all the money out of the bank. She said, I said put all the money in the bank, you idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I got you see? And then it just trips off and it's like, oh. It would not work out well at all.
One tight, you
I gotta
out.
head to the bath because I gotta work tomorrow. And
Yeah.
Don't be
Dang, we're
crazy
never
this
gonna
month.
finish GTO. Like,
Oh yeah, that's right. We're supposed to watch it. I forgot. I'll probably watch it tomorrow or something.
Wait, dude.
Get to watching it soon.
This dude is in so much trouble.
This month is
yeah. That'd be crazy. Wow!
It's gonna be crap. I hate moving. I hate moving.
Oh
I promised her that this would be the last move, and look what happened. Ball, bravo.
no. You're probably going.
It's gonna suck. The good thing we're gonna just try to get rid of everything and just start fresh. But even still, it's a chore to like move everything. We're gonna have to move everything to the front and do like a yard sale and try to sell every single piece of furniture that we have. Just like gone. So it's just gonna be a couple things, but I have to go into the attic. I have to bring down all my boxes with all my stuff. Just one of those days.
For real.
I wanna be all alone. Just one of those days.
Dang. 90s.
It's gonna be hell on earth. So moving everything. And then when everything's done, I'm gonna have a sigh of relief like never before. It's gonna be some mad money if
Giving it up.
yeah, it's gonna.
And then the economy's gonna be like, wah, wah, wah.
And then as soon as I move, like you see, like they show New York City, and you see like people throwing their money into the streets, like, oh my god,
Like, it's over.
the process is completed.
Like, no!
And then like all that move and all that crap is for nothing. We could just stay here, things like that.
For real. Like, well, maybe you can play Nier Automata now. Like,
I hope so.
it's like, well, the world's ending, might as well play video games.
I know, right? But you might as well. But I mean, I feel like I need to catch up on some stuff, but at the same time, in their house with a VR headset on, it's gonna be really difficult. You know, to I'll have it on. I'll be probably just be sitting in a corner playing PS4, like hoping to God that we can just like skip time, like time skipper.
Yeah. Just dang, waiting for 2019.
I know. Right? Anyway, alright, I'll see you guys later.
Alright, peace.
Oh crap! I didn't see him there.
Dang. So are there creatures here too in addition to the other pilots? Because it looks like some...
No, well, not in the multiplayer.
Oh, okay. Oh, can't grapple on that tree. Oh.
Titanus standing by. Call it when ready.
We went to Price Mart last weekend when we were in Trinidad. I bought this gigantic bag of cereal. It was $50. A giant bag of cereal. And somehow, it's done, isn't it?
Yeah, that actually happens to us. We buy 2 and then like within a month.
It was a week ago. And I was like, when I say it's a gigantic bag of cereal, I'm talking like it's like bigger than like the bag, like a bag of rice type of cereal thing. Like maybe just like 1 or 2 or the big boxes. It's like a big bag of rice. And it's gone. It's done. Like if I eat 3 more bowls, that's it. It was Fruit Loops.
We're winning this.
Ah,
But it was literally, we bought that thing Saturday. We bought that thing last Saturday, and it's, what, today is like the 8th day, basically. Well, actually, it's the 7th, today's the 7th day, because I didn't eat any that night. And it's done.
I guess everyone's eating all the time. So.
Well, there's only 2 of us. It's like, but yeah, I guess, it's like, but it was like, dang. That's a lot of... Oh, it was a lot.
Yeah, I mean here, it's only like 3 people would eat. Still finish quick.
Well, yeah, definitely. 3 people eating out in 1 box, so that ain't gonna last. The thing is, I do eat a lot of cereal, but like, but that was still ridiculous.
Come on. This is the last game I'm gonna make some Accra and watch a movie.
Yep, I'm already thinking about what to eat next.
My eyes are burning.
Yeah, you gotta watch Black Lightning though, man.
Yeah. I heard about people speaking about it, say it's pretty good, so I'm like, alright, cool. It's time to get in the mood to watch a TV series. I haven't watched a TV series in a while.
Dang, alright. Well, thankfully it's only episode 2 is tomorrow. It's supposed to just be 10, I think 10 episodes this season, or either 10 or 13 episodes this season. So it's not gonna be, because it's literally just starting, so they're like, alright, let's test the thing out.
Let's see if everyone likes the black guy.
For real.
Copy that. Stand by for Titanfall.
One Titan, come down, pick up lead.
Titan, descend upon me with haste.
No matter how big my robot is, I can't fight 2 people.
Stop their retreat.
Need some shield!
I'm gonna die.
most of the people left in the game. Alright. Ooh, jeez, let me just...
And sorted.
Oh yeah, upgrades. Extra mod. Sweet. I really wish they added more stuff to this game, but I understand why they didn't add too many things. I wouldn't mind some more weapons and stuff. Or some new titans.
I wonder if they're well, they're working on. I don't know if they're working on another Titan.
Yeah, they